Have you ever heard of someone who seemed completely healthy, no pain, no warning signs, and then suddenly suffered a heart attack, stroke, or collapsed from a blood clot? It's a terrifying thought, especially as we get older. Blood clots are often called silent killers because they can form deep inside your body, unnoticed, and then strike without any warning. In fact, blood clots are responsible for hundreds of thousands of hospitalizations and deaths each year, many of them preventable. But here's something most people don't know. Your daily diet, especially the fruits you eat, can play a major role in preventing blood clots and keeping your circulation healthy. Yes, that's right. Something as simple and natural as fruit can actually help thin your blood, reduce inflammation, and support your arteries and veins. Some fruits are packed with special enzymes, antioxidants, and natural compounds that break down clots, improve blood flow, and reduce the stickiness of platelets, all while being delicious and easy to add to your meals. No prescription, no side effects, just powerful support from nature. In today's video, we're going to explore 13 powerful fruits that can help naturally dissolve or prevent blood clots. Some of these you might already have in your fridge. Others might surprise you, but together they form a simple, effective way to support your heart and circulatory system, especially if you're over 60 and want to stay healthy, independent, and active. And don't worry, we're not just giving you a list. You'll learn why these fruits work, how they affect your body, and easy ways to include them in your daily meals, without expensive supplements or complicated diets. So if you've ever been concerned about heart attacks, strokes, or circulation problems as you get older, this is one video you'll want to watch all the way through. I know you are a person who likes to watch videos quietly. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do it, because you are a kind person. If the video is helpful, press 1. If the video is not good enough or needs improvement, press 2. Thanks everyone. Now let's get started. Number 1. Pineapple, the natural blood thinner with bromelain. Let me introduce you to Mr. Thomas, a 73-year-old retired postman who had always lived a fairly active lifestyle. But after a long flight to visit his grandchildren, he felt pain in his calf and later discovered he had developed a blood clot in his leg, a deep vein thrombosis, DVT. His doctor treated him, of course, but also recommended a more heart-healthy lifestyle moving forward, including some dietary changes. One surprising suggestion? Start eating more pineapple. Thomas was skeptical. How could a fruit possibly help with something as serious as blood clots? But as it turns out, the science behind pineapple is both real and impressive. Pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain, which has been studied for its natural anti-inflammatory and anticoagulant properties. Bromelain works in the body by breaking down fibrin, a protein involved in blood clot formation. It also helps reduce platelet aggregation, which is the tendency of blood cells to clump together and form clots. Several studies have shown that bromelain may help promote better blood flow, reduce swelling in veins, and even lower the risk of clot-related complications like stroke and heart attack. What's especially encouraging is that pineapple doesn't just help thin the blood, it also supports digestion, boosts immunity, and reduces inflammation throughout the body. For older adults like Mr. Thomas, who are at higher risk for clotting due to age, reduced mobility, or certain medications, adding pineapple to the diet can be a simple and tasty way to support better circulation naturally. To get the full benefit of bromelain, it's best to consume fresh pineapple, especially the core, where the enzyme is most concentrated. You can enjoy it sliced, blended into smoothies, or even chopped into salads. Canned pineapple, on the other hand, often has added sugars and less active enzymes due to heat processing, so fresh is always better. Mr. Thomas started adding a few slices of pineapple to his breakfast every morning, and he also blended it with spinach and blueberries into a smoothie. Not only did he enjoy the taste, but his doctor was impressed by the improvements in his circulation and blood pressure over the next few months. So here's a question worth asking. Are you using your food as medicine? Could something as simple as a daily serving of pineapple be protecting your heart more than you realize? Your diet doesn't have to be complicated to be powerful. Sometimes nature gives us exactly what we need, right in the produce aisle, and pineapple, with its sweet taste and healing enzymes, is a perfect example. Coming up next, we'll look at another small but mighty fruit, blueberries, and how they help protect your arteries and keep your blood flowing smoothly. Let's take a closer look in the next section. Number 2, blueberries, small but mighty for artery, health and clot prevention. Let me tell you about Mrs. Evelyn, a 76-year-old woman who had always considered fruit as something nice to have, but not necessarily essential. She enjoyed apples occasionally, maybe a banana here and there, but didn't pay much attention to what fruits could actually do for her health. That changed when her daughter gifted her a blood pressure monitor and encouraged her to keep track daily. Over the next few weeks, Evelyn noticed her numbers were consistently high. Her doctor mentioned improving circulation and reducing clot risk, and suggested adding blueberries to her daily routine. Blueberries? She asked. Those tiny little things? But once she learned what they could do, they quickly became a daily habit. Blueberries might be small, but they are packed with flavonoids, especially a powerful group called antioxidants, which give them their deep blue color and impressive health benefits. These natural compounds act as antioxidants and have been shown in studies to improve blood vessel function, reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and decrease the tendency of blood to clot. In fact, research from Harvard has shown that older adults who regularly consume blueberries have a lower risk of heart disease and stroke compared to those who rarely eat them. What makes blueberries especially helpful for people over 60 is their ability to improve the elasticity of arteries, helping blood flow more freely and reducing the risk of clots forming in narrowed vessels. They also help protect the delicate inner lining of blood vessels, called the endothelium, which plays a key role in regulating blood pressure and clotting factors. For best results, blueberries should be eaten fresh or frozen, not in sugary jams or muffins. Just a handful a day, about half a cup, is enough to deliver noticeable benefits. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, add them to plain yogurt, or eat them straight from the bowl as a simple, delicious snack. Mrs. Evelyn began adding blueberries to her morning oatmeal, and even enjoyed them as a dessert with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. Within a couple of months, she not only saw improvements in her blood pressure readings, but she also noticed she had more energy and clearer thinking throughout the day. "Who knew something so small could make such a difference?" she said. So here's something to think about. How often are you eating blueberries? Are they a regular part of your routine, or just an occasional treat? In a world filled with complex medications and expensive supplements, sometimes the most powerful tools for our health are the ones nature gives us freely. Blueberries are a prime example, a simple, tasty way to help protect your arteries, support your heart, and reduce your risk of blood clots naturally. Coming up next, we'll take a look at one of the most well-known fruits in the world, oranges, and discover why they're more than just a source of vitamin C when it comes to your blood flow and vascular health. Let's explore that in the next section. Number 3, oranges more than just vitamin C, a citrus boost for circulation and clot protection. In addition to hesperidin, oranges are rich in potassium, which helps relax blood vessel walls and lower blood pressure, and fiber, which supports heart health by reducing cholesterol levels. These combined effects make oranges a fantastic natural ally in preventing clot-related complications like stroke, deep vein thrombosis, DVT, and even heart attacks. But here's the important part. How you consume oranges makes a big difference. While fresh squeezed orange juice may taste good, it often lacks the fiber and pith where many of these beneficial compounds are found. Store-bought juices especially are usually loaded with added sugars and processed in a way that strips out the most important nutrients. Mr. Robert learned this during his visit, so he made a small but powerful change. He stopped buying bottled juice and began eating whole oranges instead. At first, he missed the convenience of juice, but soon peeling an orange and enjoying the segments became part of a new and healthier routine. He started bringing oranges with him on walks, eating them with breakfast, or adding slices to his water for flavor. Over the next few months, he not only felt more energized, but his doctor also noticed a small but steady drop in his blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Most importantly, Robert felt a sense of control over his health that he hadn't felt in years. "I never knew something so simple could make such a big difference," he said. "I used to drink my orange juice. Now I eat my oranges and I feel better for it." So what about you? Are you getting the full benefits of citrus? Or are you just sipping the sweet stuff and missing the best parts? If you really want to support your circulation, protect your blood vessels, and reduce clotting risk, whole citrus fruits like oranges, tangerines, and clementines are a smart, easy, and delicious choice. And a word of caution: if you're taking certain medications, especially statins or blood pressure drugs, avoid grapefruit unless cleared by your doctor, as it can interfere with how your body processes those medicines. Nature gave us oranges not just to brighten our day, but to protect our health. It's not about doing something drastic. It's about making small, consistent choices that support your body from the inside out. Next, we'll dive into a fruit that's often seen as exotic, but packs a serious punch when it comes to heart health and circulation: pomegranate. Let's explore its powerful role in naturally improving blood flow and preventing clots in the next section. Number 4, pomegranate, the circulation booster. Your heart will thank you for Meet Mrs. Carol, a vibrant 72-year-old who loved gardening, cooking, and catching up with her neighbors over a cup of tea. Although she didn't have any major health concerns, her doctor had recently mentioned signs of early plaque buildup in her arteries. "It's not an emergency," he told her, "but it's your body asking for attention." That comment stayed with her. Determined to be proactive, she began looking for natural ways to support her circulation and heart health. One fruit kept coming up in her research: pomegranate. It wasn't something she'd eaten often, but the more she learned, the more intrigued she became. Pomegranate isn't just a beautiful fruit filled with ruby red seeds. It's a powerhouse of heart-protective nutrients. It contains high levels of polyphenols, especially punicalagins and anthocyanins, which are strong antioxidants known to improve blood vessel function, reduce oxidative stress, and support healthy circulation. One of the most impressive benefits of pomegranate is its ability to help prevent blood clots. It works by reducing platelet aggregation, the process where blood cells clump together, increasing the risk of clot formation. Additionally, pomegranate helps relax blood vessels and prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries. Several studies have supported these effects. One clinical trial found that drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice daily for just 3 months improved blood flow to the heart and reduced arterial blockages in people with heart disease. Another study showed significant improvements in blood pressure and inflammation levels. For older adults like Mrs. Carroll, these benefits are crucial, not just for preventing clots, but also for maintaining energy, clarity, and independence. Inspired by what she learned, Mrs. Carroll began adding pomegranate seeds, also known as orals, to her morning oatmeal and tossing them into salads for a refreshing burst of flavor. On days when she didn't have fresh fruit, she drank a small glass of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice, careful not to overdo it, since even natural sugars can add up. Within weeks, she began feeling more energized and mentally sharp. Her next doctor's visit confirmed her efforts. Her blood pressure had improved slightly, and her overall cardiovascular markers were more stable. If you're thinking about trying pomegranate, the best option is to eat it fresh. Cut the fruit in half, tap the back with a spoon, and catch the seeds in a bowl. You can add them to salads, yogurt, or even roasted vegetables. If you prefer juice, choose one labeled 100% pomegranate with no added sugar and stick to a small serving size. Around 4 ounces per day is enough to get the benefits without excess sugar. Sometimes the simplest changes can make the biggest difference. A handful of pomegranate seeds may not seem like much, but over time, it could be one of the smartest habits you adopt for your heart and blood flow. Coming up next, we'll turn to a fruit that's probably already a favorite for many: grapes, especially red and purple varieties, which contain a remarkable compound that supports healthy circulation and reduces inflammation. Let's explore their powerful effects in the next section. Number 5, grapes, the sweet fruit that helps thin your blood and protect your arteries. Mr. Stanley, age 75, had always considered grapes a fun snack, something to enjoy while watching TV, or added to a fruit bowl at family gatherings. But after a mild heart scare that landed him in the emergency room, he began to take his cardiovascular health much more seriously. While working with a dietitian during his recovery, he was surprised when she said, "You should eat more red and purple grapes. They're not just tasty, they're healing." That moment marked a shift in how Stanley viewed food. Grapes weren't just a treat. They were a tool for better blood flow and a healthier heart. Red and purple grapes, especially their skins and seeds, are rich in a powerful compound called resveratrol. This natural antioxidant has gained attention from researchers for its ability to prevent blood clots, reduce inflammation, and protect the lining of blood vessels. Resveratrol works by reducing the stickiness of platelets in the blood, much like low-dose aspirin, but without the risk of stomach irritation or internal bleeding. In addition to resveratrol, grapes also contain flavonoids and polyphenols that help lower blood pressure and prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a major contributor to plaque buildup in the arteries. Scientific studies have shown that people who regularly consume grapes or grape-derived products have improved vascular function, healthier cholesterol levels, and better blood flow. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who drank Concord grape juice daily showed significant improvements in blood vessel flexibility and overall heart function. For people over 60, especially those with a history of heart conditions or clotting issues, these benefits are critical, not only for preventing serious events like stroke or heart attack, but also for supporting everyday energy and cognitive clarity. But before you run to the store, it's important to note, not all grapes are created equal. Dark-skinned grapes, red, purple, and black, contain the highest levels of resveratrol and antioxidants. Green grapes are still healthy, but their heart protective effects are weaker compared to their darker cousins. Also, while grape juice does carry some benefits, eating whole grapes is always better because you get the fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and keeps your digestion balanced. Mr. Stanley started keeping a small bowl of red grapes in his refrigerator for daily snacking. He also tried freezing them for a refreshing summer treat and added sliced grapes to his spinach salads for a juicy twist. Over time, he said he noticed fewer leg cramps, better circulation in his hands and feet, and an overall feeling of lightness and clarity. If you're looking for a delicious way to support your heart and help your blood stay smooth and flowing, grapes are one of the easiest choices you can make. They don't require peeling, prepping, or cooking, just rinse and enjoy. And the benefits? They go far beyond taste. So ask yourself, are grapes just a snack in your life, or could they be a simple daily step toward protecting your heart? Coming up in the next section, we'll explore not one, but 3 powerful berries, cherries, strawberries, and raspberries, that work together to support blood health, reduce clotting risk, and deliver antioxidant protection. Stay with me. You might be surprised at what these colorful fruits can do. Number 6, cherries, strawberries, and raspberries. The berry trio that fights clotting and inflammation. Mrs. Janice, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Oregon, had always loved gardening and especially enjoyed growing her own berries in the backyard. For years, she'd pick strawberries in spring, freeze raspberries in summer, and save sweet cherries for pies. But after her husband was hospitalized for a minor stroke, she became more aware of how fragile our vascular health can be, and how lifestyle, especially diet, plays a major role in preventing such events. When she met with a nutritionist, she was pleasantly surprised to learn that her love for berries wasn't just a hobby, it was one of the most heart-healthy habits she could have. Cherries, strawberries, and raspberries form a powerful trio when it comes to supporting blood flow, reducing clotting risk, and protecting the blood vessels from inflammation. These berries are naturally rich in anthocyanins, salicylates, and ellagic acid, compounds known for their anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and mild blood-thinning properties. Let's start with cherries, especially tart cherries. They contain natural compounds that help reduce inflammation markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, which is often elevated in individuals at higher risk for cardiovascular disease. Cherries also support better sleep and recovery, which indirectly benefits circulation and blood pressure. But what really sets cherries apart is their ability to reduce uric acid and oxidative stress, both of which can play a role in damaging blood vessels. Strawberries are another cardiovascular champion. They're packed with vitamin C, potassium, and plant-based polyphenols that help relax blood vessels, reduce blood pressure, and decrease LDL oxidation. One study published in the journal Circulation showed that women who ate strawberries and blueberries regularly had a significantly lower risk of heart attacks. These benefits are due to their ability to support endothelial function, which means keeping the inner walls of your blood vessels smooth and elastic. Raspberries, the third member of the berry trio, are often underrated but incredibly powerful. They're rich in ellagic acid, a compound that not only helps fight cancer cells, but also protects your blood from clotting too quickly. Raspberries also contain fiber, which helps manage cholesterol and blood sugar, two major contributors to long-term heart health. Their antioxidant load helps keep platelets from clumping and improves microcirculation, especially helpful for older adults dealing with cold hands or tingling extremities. Mrs. Janice didn't need to overhaul her diet to get the benefits. She simply became more intentional. She started blending her berries into a morning smoothie with Greek yogurt, using fresh strawberries as a natural dessert after lunch, and tossing raspberries onto her salads. She also learned to freeze them for the off-season, ensuring she could enjoy their heart-protective effects year-round. If you're wondering how much is enough, just 1 cup of mixed berries a day can make a difference. You can rotate between fresh, frozen, or even dried, as long as there's no added sugar. Add them to oatmeal, cereal, or smoothies, or enjoy them as a snack on their own. So think about this. Are berries a once-in-a-while treat for you, or could they become a daily defense system for your heart? The answer might be in your fruit bowl. Coming up next, we'll move into the tropics and talk about another trio: kiwi, papaya, and avocado, fruits that might surprise you with their blood-friendly anti-clotting power. Let's take a closer look in the next section. Number 7, kiwi, papaya, and avocado, the tropical trio that protects your blood and strengthens your heart. Mr. Harold, a 70-year-old retiree living in sunny Florida, had always enjoyed tropical fruits but never thought much about their impact on his health. That changed after he experienced swelling in his legs and occasional shortness of breath, symptoms that led his doctor to diagnose early-stage cardiovascular disease and poor circulation. Alongside medication, his doctor emphasized the importance of making small dietary changes, especially adding foods that naturally support blood flow and help prevent blood clots. That's when Harold discovered the quiet power of 3 tropical fruits, kiwi, papaya, and avocado, and how they could help his body heal from the inside out. Kiwi, though small and fuzzy on the outside, is a nutritional powerhouse. It contains an enzyme called actinidine, which supports digestion and may have mild blood-thinning effects. But kiwi's real strength lies in its high levels of vitamin C, vitamin E, and potassium, nutrients that are known to reduce blood pressure, protect blood vessel walls, and improve overall circulation. One study found that eating just 2 kiwis a day significantly reduced platelet aggregation, the process where blood cells clump together and form clots. In fact, the effects were similar to that of low-dose aspirin, without the potential side effects on the stomach or liver. Next, there's papaya, sometimes called the fruit of angels. This soft orange fruit is rich in fibrin, a rare natural compound that helps prevent and break down blood clots. Papaya is also packed with vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids, all of which help reduce inflammation, a key factor in clot formation. Additionally, papaya contains papain, a digestive enzyme that supports a healthy gut and lowers systemic inflammation. Combined, these elements make papaya an excellent fruit for maintaining smooth blood flow and keeping your arteries clear. Then we have avocado, which might not be sweet, but is every bit as beneficial. Avocados are high in monounsaturated fats, which support heart health by lowering LDL, bad cholesterol, and increasing HDL, good cholesterol. They also contain vitamin K, a crucial nutrient for balancing the blood clotting process, helping your body clot when it needs to, but not excessively. Avocados also deliver potassium, magnesium, and fiber, all of which work together to support healthy blood pressure and reduce the risk of vascular damage. Mr. Harold embraced these fruits with enthusiasm. He replaced his morning toast with half an avocado on whole grain bread, added fresh papaya chunks to his afternoon snack, and blended kiwi into a smoothie a few times a week. After 2 months, he noticed fewer cramps in his legs, more energy throughout the day, and better blood pressure readings at his follow-up appointment. "It's amazing what 3 fruits can do," he told his wife, "and I didn't even need to change everything, just a little each day." If you're looking to make a simple yet powerful change to your daily habits, these tropical fruits are a great place to start. Try slicing kiwi into yogurt, blending papaya into smoothies, or using avocado as a creamy topping for salads or toast. You don't need all 3 every day, but rotating them through your meals a few times each week can make a real difference, especially for circulation, inflammation, and clot prevention. So the next time you're reaching for a snack or planning a meal, consider this. Could a tropical fruit help protect your heart? The answer might be yes, and your body will thank you for it. In our next and final fruit section, we'll explore 2 refreshing favorites, tomatoes and watermelon, and why they might be doing more for your blood flow than you ever realized. Let's take a closer look in the next part. Number 8, tomatoes and watermelon, juicy, refreshing, and powerful allies for blood flow. Mr. Dennis, a 74-year-old grandfather of 5, loved working in his backyard garden. Among his favorite crops were tomatoes, bright red, juicy, and perfect for sandwiches, salads, and pasta sauces. He also kept slices of watermelon chilled in his fridge during summer to cool down after gardening. For years, he enjoyed these fruits for their flavor and simplicity, never realizing they were quietly working behind the scenes to protect his heart and improve his circulation. It wasn't until his cardiologist mentioned how certain fruits can naturally help reduce blood clot risk that he saw tomatoes and watermelon in a whole new light. Let's start with tomatoes, one of the most common yet underestimated fruits when it comes to heart health. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that gives them their red color. Lycopene has been shown to reduce oxidative stress, lower LDL cholesterol, and, most importantly, improve endothelial function, the health of the thin layer lining your blood vessels. When the endothelium is healthy, blood flows more smoothly, and platelets are less likely to clump together and form dangerous clots. Lycopene also has a mild blood-thinning effect and helps reduce inflammation, which is key to preventing plaque buildup and keeping arteries clear. The benefits of tomatoes don't stop there. They also contain vitamin C, potassium, and folate, which work together to lower blood pressure and support overall vascular health. The best part? Lycopene is actually more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked, so tomato sauce, soup, or roasted tomatoes can be even more beneficial than raw slices. Then there's watermelon, a summer favorite that delivers much more than just hydration. Watermelon is rich in L-citrulline, an amino acid that the body converts into L-arginine, which helps produce nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels stay open and elastic, reducing the risk of hypertension and supporting smoother blood flow. Watermelon also contains lycopene, just like tomatoes, making it a double agent in the fight against blood clots and heart disease. In one study published in the American Journal of Hypertension, older adults who consumed watermelon extract for 6 weeks experienced a noticeable improvement in arterial function and blood pressure levels. The high water content and natural electrolytes also help the body stay hydrated, which is especially important for blood viscosity. Dehydration thickens the blood and increases the risk of clotting, something watermelon naturally helps prevent. Mr. Dennis didn't need to change much. He simply began adding more cooked tomato-based meals to his weekly routine, like roasted cherry tomatoes over whole grain pasta or homemade tomato soup with garlic and olive oil. He also made sure to enjoy a few slices of watermelon each day during warmer months, even blending it into smoothies with mint and lime for a refreshing treat. Over time, his blood pressure improved, his legs felt less heavy, and he felt more confident in his daily movement. If you're looking to support your heart and improve blood flow, don't overlook the fruits you may already have in your kitchen. Cooked tomatoes and fresh watermelon are easy, affordable, and incredibly effective. Try adding diced tomatoes to your soups and sauces, or enjoy a watermelon salad with cucumber and feta. So ask yourself, could your next bowl of soup or slice of melon be more than just delicious? Could it be life-protecting? We've now explored 8 groups of fruits that offer natural, gentle support for your circulation and clot prevention. In the final section, we'll wrap everything together and help you take the next step toward protecting your heart, one bite at a time. Let's move on to the conclusion. Conclusion: let food be your first line of defense against blood clots. Now that we've explored the natural power of 13 incredible fruits, ranging from pineapple and blueberries to kiwi, papaya, and watermelon, it's clear that what you eat can have a profound impact on your blood health, especially as you age. Blood clots are silent, often forming without symptoms, and they can lead to life-threatening events like strokes, heart attacks, or deep vein thrombosis. But here's the good news. By making small, intentional changes in your diet, you can give your body the tools it needs to protect itself every single day. Each fruit we've covered brings something unique to the table. Pineapple's bromelain helps break down clots before they form. Blueberries and cherries provide antioxidants that keep your arteries elastic and your platelets from clumping. Pomegranate and grapes support smooth blood flow and reduce inflammation. Citrus fruits like oranges offer vitamin C and hesperidin to strengthen your vessels, while tropical options like kiwi and papaya deliver enzymes and nutrients that help balance clotting naturally. Even everyday favorites like tomatoes and watermelon, so common they're often overlooked, are working quietly to thin your blood, hydrate your body, and keep your circulation strong. The best part? These are not exotic, expensive superfoods. They're colorful, flavorful, and available in your local grocery store or farmer's market. And they don't require fancy recipes or strict meal plans. Just 1 or 2 servings a day, spread throughout your meals, can make a meaningful difference in how your heart and vessels function. Remember, prevention is always easier and safer than treatment. Medications like blood thinners can be life-saving, but they also come with risks, especially as we get older. Supporting your body naturally through nutrition may reduce your dependency on drugs, improve your overall health, and help you feel more energized, mobile, and independent. If you're just starting, choose one fruit to add this week. Maybe it's adding kiwi to your morning yogurt. Maybe it's sipping a small glass of pomegranate juice at lunch. Or maybe you'll enjoy a bowl of berries with your evening tea. These are small actions, but they send a powerful message to your body. I care about you. I want to keep you strong. So let's not wait for a warning sign to take our health seriously. Let's be proactive. Let's use the simple natural foods around us, fruits grown from the earth, as our first medicine. Because the truth is, you don't need to do everything all at once. You just need to start. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope today's video has inspired you to look at your plate differently and to see food not just as fuel, but as a powerful partner in your journey to a longer, stronger life. Stay well, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and haven't yet liked and subscribed, now is the perfect time to do so. It really helps our channel grow and reach more people who need this kind of helpful content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll always know when a new video is up. Your support truly means the world to us. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.